Hey guys, this is Pharaoh 2091, and welcome back to Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations Miles Edgeworth. Last time we left off, we finished the third case in the game, which was a kidnap turnabout. It turns out Lantamano was in it all along. He was actually the mastermind and actually killed Oliver Deacon / Colin, because whatever. And, well, it seems like we solved the case there. But now, at the very end of that case, Kay was telling us, you don't remember me? You know, we met before, and she's like, it was 7 years ago. And that's where our fourth case in the game comes into play. Turnabout, Reminisce. So let's go ahead and get started. Kay Faraday, the young lady who calls herself the second Yatagarasu. The piece of cloth that she conjured up has taken me back to many years ago. And like you said, 7 years earlier, so of course this is when they're all very young, but this should be very interesting. And they have like a little remix version of the Ace Attorney game. Yeah, that's right, I did it. I killed that guy. But it was the great thief Yatagarasu that told me to do it. I asked the defendant, just what exactly are you trying to say? Don't you get it? I know the true identity of Yatagarasu! The Yatagarasu is the man standing over there at the prosecutor's bench! Are you saying that I'm the Yatagarasu? Don't you dare deny it! You told me to kill him when you stuck into the embassy! Are you claiming that Mr. Faraday is the Yatagarasu? That's exactly what I'm saying! Mr. Rell, I think we've heard just about enough out of you. Your Honor, please listen to me. I'm telling the truth. You've got to believe me! Well, I'm not really sure if I do. I don't know. This is weird. In accordance with the defendant's accusation, a new prosecutor shall be called to replace Mr. Faraday. This court will be in recess until a new prosecutor is ready. Mr. Faraday? I wonder who that could be. And, of course, oh, look at that. Everyone's young. And actually, before I continue on, I missed a very cool cameo in the last case. For some other reason, I thought it occurred later on in the game, but no, it was in the third case. I believe if you go out from the Gatewaterland main gate, you can see Phoenix, Maya, and Pearl rowing a boat in the background, just having fun. And I was like, ah, oh. So I missed that. Sorry to miss it. There's also like a little cameo of the chief and his daughter, which I also missed too. But oh well, might as well just explain it to you guys. There you go. It's almost time for me to enter the courtroom. And so it was my first assignment as a prosecutor will be as a replacement for a prosecutor who has been accused by the defendant. Edgeworth? Who is that? Oh no! Oh, you have, man, we haven't seen you in a very long time. Sir. You've read over all the documents regarding this trial. Yes, sir. I memorized everything there is to know. Very good. The paperwork for the prosecutor's substitution is just about complete. Edgeworth, always bear in mind that as your mentor, I, Manfred von Karma, will accept nothing short of perfection. I understand, sir. To have the chance to stand in court at such an early age in my career, I am honored and proud. As I have watched over your studies, I'm giving you this very rare chance. Prove yourself. Crush the defendant's pathetic lies into oblivion. Yes, sir. That such a legendary prosecutor is watching over and judging my performance. I have to be perfect in every way. Oh, God, yeah. Yes, this is Manfred von Karma, which is, It is Edgeworth's mentor until we find out in the fourth case of the original Ace Attorney game. he wasn't all he turned out to be. And he was just a Indiana killer. And he'd do anything to be perfect. Today's trial should have ended in just 1 minute. Because the defendant was picked up by the security camera, correct? Exactly. The killer had the gall to say that he only killed because he was instructed to do so. Even more outrageous is the claim that the case prosecutor, Burn Faraday, gave the order. Ha! Faraday is such a fool. He's been cornered by his very own prey. Sir, are you an acquaintance of Mr. Burn Faraday? Huh. He's a pathetic man who speaks nothing but nonsense. Nonsense? He once tried to explain to me a way of punishing those who cannot be brought to court. Those cannot be brought to court? That is nonsense, for no man is above the law. Well, there are always a few exceptions. However, there is no reason to even deal with such individuals. A prosecutor is the guardian of the court, one with no obligation to outside matters. Thus, there is no reason to deal with such individuals. I see. Edgeworth, disgracing yourself as Faraday has will not be forgiven. Have no fear, I will not let you down, sir. In place of the accused prosecutor Burn Faraday, I'll prove the defendant's guilt. Very good. I secured an hour of recess for you to prepare to do just that. Show them all the power of Von Karma. Okay, you scare me. Oh my god, does he have an earring? I think he does. Or is it... Hold on a minute. Yeah, oh my god, I think he does. A little blue speck. I thought it was just my laptop, and I was like scratching at my laptop. Like, oh, that's not coming off. Huh, that's weird. I guess I never noticed that. At least I hope so. Oh, whatever. So, have you achieved a firm understanding of the case? Yes, sir. I've memorized everything that is written down in the case files. Well then, explain the case to me. I want to see if you really know what you're talking about. Understood. A murder was committed on September 8th in front of the Vet Embassy. Kodopian? Whatever. The victim, Mr. Deed Man, was a staff member at the embassy. The defendant, in this case, Mr. Mac Rell, was held for questioning in light of the incident as he was deemed suspicious. He was quickly placed under arrested for possession of the murder weapon, a gun. Furthermore, at the time of this murder, the great thief Yadagarasu has successfully infiltrated the embassy as well. At first, Rel claimed that he himself was the Yadagarasu, but he did not kill Deed Man. I wonder what he expected to gain from such a desperate lie. It's possible that he wants to go down while in the spotlight if he's found guilty. There truly is no limit to people's inanity. But I digress. Continue, Edgeworth. Yes, sir. During the trial, the prosecution presented the security footage that captured the murder. The footage clearly showed Mr. Rell as the murderer. The act of Mr. Rell firing the gun could clearly be seen from the visitor's gallery. Upon seeing that, the defendant retracted his statement and admitted to the murder. I did it because I was told to, by the real Yadagarasu, Burn Faraday. That sounds quite right about right. However, you forgot one thing. While this may appear to simply be the murder of an embassy staff member, people are actually referring to it as the second KG-8 incident. Second KG-8 incident? I'm very sorry, sir. I fear I failed to study hard enough. Huh. Well, even among the police, it's information only a select few are privy to. Could you please enlighten me, sir? Yes, please do. What the hell is the second KG-8 incident? Sir, what do you mean by the second KG? I kept saying J. KG-8 incident. In order for me to tell you that, you must first learn about the original case. Take a look at these documents. This is a 3-year-old newspaper. I'll look at that later. You have heard of the Amano Group scandal before, right? Yes, I have. The secretary of Ernest Romano, the Amano Group's director, was arrested under suspicion of smuggling. Correct. CCU was an employee of the Amano Group, and the sole witness to the smuggling operation. It was she who brought the crime to light. However, Miss Yu was silenced before she could testify in court. Wasn't an embassy staff member arrested for a murder? Yes. That person's race was by the name of Manny Cochin was the suspect. However, due to the lack of evidence, the case went unresolved. Lack of evidence? Ha! If only I was in charge of the case. I would have done everything in my power to prove his guilt. To make sure that all criminals are found guilty. My mentor really is dedicated. Faraday was the prosecutor on the case then, and he was as pathetic as ever. Mr. Faraday was in charge of the KG8 incident as well? That's right. And now, once again, the victim of the case you are currently assigned to was someone who was scheduled to testify against that smuggling organization. And just like last time, the victim was murdered right before he was to testify. You're catching on. The victim was murdered just before his day in court against the smuggling operation. Events are occurring almost exactly the same way as they did in the KG8 incident. So that's why it's being called the second one. Yes. Yet, there's one difference between the two incidents. And what would that be? The so-called noble thief that is sending everyone into an uproar. The great thief, Yatagarasu. Yatagarasu. I better find out more. Yeah, maybe he knows more. If it's true that the Yatagarasu showed up at the embassy, what could he or she have been after? No doubt to steal any suspicious accounting records and release them publicly. Or, more likely, to steal secrets from the embassy itself. Since the item that the Yatagarasu stole from there was sent to the police. What was it the Yatagarasu sent to the police? I don't know the details. Anything related to the Yatagarasu was getting the top secret treatment. Still, I find it very ironic. By returning the stolen item to the police, it was proof positive that the Yatagarasu had infiltrated the embassy on the same day the staff member was killed. Criminals have a way of incriminating themselves, wouldn't you say? That would have to be the first time the Yatagarasu has left evidence behind, correct? Yes, indeed. If you wish to learn more about the Yatagarasu, then I suggest you ask Faraday. Mr. Faraday? Excuse me, guys, I thought I heard something. He happens to be the prosecutor in charge of the Yatagarasu case as well. He's the prosecutor in charge of both the KG8 incident and the Yatagarasu case? Mr. Faraday really does have a lot on his plate. What is it, little girl? You're scary, mister. Oh, come on, that doesn't come off a big shocker there. Come on, Manfred. Did you need something? I want to trade these coins with you. A fistful of dimes, quarters, and pennies. It looks like you've exactly $1. Is this what you want? Thanks! That's exactly what I needed! Could that child be here to watch the trial? How disrespectful for a child like that to be running around inside a courthouse! Does no one have respect for the country's judicial system anymore? Paperwork for the prosecutor substitution is complete. Why, do you even know how much time there is left before the trial resumes? I'm so sorry. I can have you mopping up this courthouse as I'm protecting it in an instant. It's no bother, sir. Not being completely prepared could prove to be a perfect handicap for me. A proud one you are. You better collect the evidence from Faraday and prepare yourself. It's time for your debut, Edgeworth. So, of course, we all should know who that little girl was. No big surprise there. Okay, I'll just continue this for a little bit, and I'll stop whenever, I have to go. I guess we're waiting. Just what is going on? Why isn't Faraday here yet? How is it possible the defense is not prepared yet, either? Bailiff, where is Mr. Faraday? I'm not sure. I wasn't really paying attention. And there's the judge. Ah, he must be the one Mr. Von Karma recommended. And there he is, in all his glorious beard. I heard this will be your first trial. I look forward to seeing how you perform. Oh, and by the way, was there someone celebrating a birthday during the recess? I could have sworn that I heard a popper going off. Uh-oh. Come to think of it, the other day with my grandson. Sir, it looks like the trial is about to resume. However, yes, it will be all but impossible to prove the witness a liar without the evidence from Faraday. What is that blasted buffoon up to? It's an emergency, sirs! Oh my god. Oh, you, come on, look. I think I know who it is. Silence! There should be no yelling in the Sacred Hall of Law! Bailiff, remove that man from the courtroom at once! Yeah, yes, it is. Please, wait! You have to listen to me! There's an emergency! Defendant lobby number 2, Mr. Faraday and the defendant! The two of them! They're both dead, Your Honor! What? 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 Huh? What the heck is... What the... Okay, well, I guess it's time to go, but... What the hell? Oh, geez. Yeah, this is one hell of a start to a case, but... I guess we'll figure out just what's going on next time, guys. So, as usual, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations Miles Edgeworth. I'll see you guys later.